Fired up on this Friday with the upbeat music. This is First Alert Chief Meteorologist Steve Baylon in the First Alert Weather Center. It's a party in the First Alert Weather Center. Trust me, it is. Yeah, we're having a great time here, right, Aisha? Yeah, thumbs up. All right. And we are excited, not only that the weekend is just about here, but we're also excited that we're going to warm up, and we're overdue for a little bit of some milder weather. I'm hearing a lot of people grumble about the weather, especially on social media. I'm listening to you if you're on my Facebook page. I know you have questions. You probably want answers. I'm hearing people say, why is it so cold around here? It's May. And I hear, when is it going to warm up? Well, let's talk about that. Why has it been so cold recently with bouts of frost? You can blame the polar vortex. Yup. I know you think about that as being a wintertime phenomenon, and that's usually when it grabs headlines. Here's the deal. The polar vortex swirls near the Arctic Circle all year round. But sometimes when it weakens, it kind of wobbles out of place. And that's what's happened recently. The polar vortex has weakened and kind of wobbled its way down into eastern Canada. And it's been sitting and spinning there, drawing in cool Canadian air down into the Great Lakes, down into Wisconsin. That's where our highs have been mostly in the 50s, below average. And we've had frost during the overnight hours. But here's the thing. Over the next several days, especially next week, the jet stream is going to unclog itself. High pressure will blow this bubble of warm air into the western United States. And eventually, the upper level winds will blow that warmer air into the plains and towards the Great Lakes, and that includes Wisconsin. So this dome of heat that builds to our southwest in the latter half of next week is going to bring in some warmer weather. Now, this is our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. This takes you through the middle of May, May 13th through May 17th. See the increasing shades of red, especially from Wisconsin west out into the plains. That is the higher probability of warmer than normal weather. And that's kind of edging its way into Wisconsin. That's nice, right? So what exactly does that mean for us? Well, here it is on our 10-day temperature trend. It's going to be milder today, a high of 66. But we're going to be cooling back down this weekend into early next week. A lot of highs in the 50s still ahead. But when the jet stream changes, we're going to see temperatures take off. Starting a week from today, but especially into the following weekend, we may be looking at inland high temperatures in the 70s. That's something worth getting excited about. You know what? That might cause you to switch your wardrobe. Bring out the summer clothes that have been in cold storage, so to speak. I've got summer clothes in my basement in these big Tupperware containers, and they need to come out. Maybe you're in the same boat. So anyway, I want to give you that first alert. That way you and your family can prepare, and also you can have some hope if you're a warm weather fan that is going to be heading our way. It's just that we got to be patient in the short term. It was cold this morning, wasn't it? We had some areas of frost. We had lows mostly in the 30s. Got down to 25 this morning in Wautoma. Meanwhile, the low temperature was 27 in Oconto. But now, here we are at about 8:40 in the morning, and we're mostly in the 40s. But look, there's some spots already in the 50s, like Wapaka's at 53. Manitowoc is at 51. We're warming up with some sunshine and a southwest breeze blowing in around 10 to 15 miles an hour. Here's Oshkosh, sunny and 48. Southwest wind at 14 miles an hour. Dew point is 34. That's pretty dry in comparison to the temperature. The dry air that we have right now and an increasing breezy southwest wind will keep our wildfire danger high to very high across the area. So we should continue to avoid any outdoor burning of yard waste. But otherwise, it's a real nice day to get on outside. We'll have sunshine. More clouds arrive this afternoon, but it's not going to prevent the more mild and seasonable weather to return. We'll see a high of 66 degrees in Green Bay, cooler along the lakeshore. There's a slight chance of a shower towards sunset, but it's a 10% rain chance. I mean, 1 in 10. So odds are in your favor, about 9 in 10, that it's probably going to stay dry through tonight. First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. Today's high temperatures. Almost up to 70 this afternoon in Wautoma and Wapaka. Closer to 60 Lakeside, a high of 59 in Manitowoc, 60 in Sturgeon Bay. Mid to upper 60s for the Fox Valley, and about 63 for a high in Lakewood with 61 in Marinette. Southwest winds through the midday and the afternoon, a little gusty, around 20 miles an hour. And that wind is helping to warm us up, at least for now. Things will change this weekend. Let's talk about our next weather maker. We've got weekend rain chances. Tomorrow, Saturday, there's a 30% chance of light showers. Mother's Day, that's Sunday, there's a 20% chance of light showers. The weekend is not a washout, but from time to time, you might be happy to have an umbrella on hand. So look on our satellite and radar view. Do you see the area of low pressure out towards North Dakota? It's kicking off some showers ahead of a warm front across northern Minnesota. Now, most of that rain will probably pass north of us, but as the area of low pressure drags a cold front behind it, sweeping across the state tomorrow, we'll have a little bit of a better chance of some widely scattered showers. So we go back to First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. I'm going to show you the sky conditions for tomorrow, Saturday. 7 o'clock, spotty showers, and they'll glide through from time to time during the morning and the midday. There's the noon hour tomorrow. Notice fewer showers in the afternoon with clouds giving way to some sun. So if you have outdoor plans tomorrow, I think the afternoon looks a little bit better than the morning. And then we should be dry Saturday night with partly cloudy skies. Now Sunday, the following day, well, that's Mother's Day. If you're going out for brunch or breakfast, you'll probably see some early sunshine before we cloud over in the midday and the afternoon. And that's when an isolated shower could sneak in. Again, 20% rain chance. Not everybody's going to get that rain on Sunday. But if you have any outdoor plans with mom, you're going to the botanical garden, you're going to the zoo or whatnot, you might want to have that umbrella just in case. And make sure you're equipped with the jacket or the sweatshirt because it is going to be turning cooler again. So tomorrow's highs, mostly low 60s with 50s across northern Wisconsin. So that's Saturday. Now here's Sunday's high temperatures. Widespread 50s, even a high of 47 on Sunday in Rhinelander. So we go back into the tank with cooler temperatures as we go towards the weekend. And that's going to last into early next week as well. This is your First Alert Super 7-day forecast. Warming up to 66 today with some sun, then increasing clouds. Then the downturn in the temperatures, 61 on Saturday, spotty showers. Maybe a shower for Mother's Day, but otherwise thickening clouds, a high of 56 degrees. You know what? Let me break down Mother's Day so you can get an idea of what it's going to be like hour by hour. So there's that morning sun, there's that afternoon cloud cover. Again, a renegade shower is possible, but not probable. 40s in the morning, 50s in the afternoon. Definitely some sweatshirt weather, but enjoy the day with mom. Have fun, make her feel special. And then, speaking of mom, if you decide to get her any plants, like cold sensitive plants, like potted plants, you might want to make sure those are inside Sunday night. Don't leave those potted plants on the porch because we're going to get another round of some frost. Sunday night into early Monday morning. This is First Alert Pinpoint Predictor tracking the frost. And you can see that from the Fox Valley and Northwest, frost is likely early Monday morning with a chance around Lake Winnebago and towards Lake Michigan shoreline. So if you're a gardener who's been protecting cold-sensitive plants all this week, you have an idea of how your weekend is going to end with more covering of plants. And there's going to be some more cool weather as we go into next week. We've got highs of 56 on Monday, 51 on Tuesday. Tuesday looks like the wettest day of the next 7 ahead. Rain, pretty likely. And then the temperatures will start to be on the upswing towards the latter half of next week. We're looking at 59 on Wednesday, 66 on Thursday, and then not this Friday, but next Friday, and into the following weekend, we could be in the 70s away from Lake Michigan. All right, coming up on Action 2 News at noon and at 4, meteorologist Emily Mers. She has you covered with that weekend forecast, and she'll probably drop in some more nuggets of knowledge to make you happy and make you more aware of what's going on with our atmosphere. And we definitely appreciate Emily and her all-encompassing weekend forecast. So are you excited? I'm getting excited about the fact that it's going to be warming up around here. But you know what? If you're not a fan of the cooler weather, try to, look at it the bright side. At least, you're not roasting in 90 degrees with air conditioning going constantly. There's something to be said about the fact that, there are some cool and crisp spring days because, these days, while it seems like they never end, they are fleeting. And it is going to warm up. And I think you'll notice temperatures jumping up in leaps and bounds in the days ahead. All right, let's savor a few sky camera shots. I want to show you this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save it for the end. Hold on. Let me show you a couple sky camera shots. What did we have earlier? Well, let's show Appleton. Sunny skies. There's College Avenue. Let's take you to Green Bay. We also have sunshine as we look out towards Lambeau Field. And this is the shot we're going to end on today. I'm taking you to Sturgeon Bay. Do you see that on the camera? You know what those are? Yep. Those are lake flies. The midges. I heard you, Aisha. Ugh, right? Like, you go up into Door County or around Lake Winnebago and you take a deep breath. On the motorcycle? Oh my goodness, right. You and your husband, you guys probably almost eat those things on the road, right? Free protein. Yeah, okay, you know what? They're harmless. They're just more annoying. And guess what? It is lake fly season. You can even, if you look closely, you can even see a couple of them flying around our camera, which is over in the marina right next to Sonny's Pizza. Okay, so if you're taking mom near the water, just keep that in mind. They're harmless, but they're kind of pesky. Anyway, lake flies or no lake flies, enjoy your Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll be back at it again Monday morning with our 8:35 weather live stream, and we'll be talking about frost once again, so just keep that in mind. Adios.